Let's get started with our first news. Sean O'Malley claims he was injured during the first fight with Merab. This is the first Timbo Sugar Show episode since O'Malley went on a hiatus from social media as he prepares for his rematch against Merab Dvalishvili for the bantamweight title at UFC 316. O'Malley revealed he entered their first fight while dealing with a serious groin injury. He now asserts that without the injury, he expects to be 70% better in the upcoming fight, and this time, he'll be fighting at his full potential. "Dude, I'm so excited for this fight," O'Malley said. "Sugar Sean versus Merab 2 is happening, and I don't think people are going to be too happy about it. My life has completely changed over the last year. Last time I fought, I was 29. I'm 30 now. I'm a grown man. I have chest hair now. I quit smoking weed too. I haven't gamed either. I quit gaming. Yeah, I also haven't jade the pen once this year. Jade the pen? Not once. Not once this whole year," he continued. "My groin kept me up at night because I tore my labrum 10 weeks before the fight, which is what we're at right now. 10 weeks out. I tore my groin, my labrum, and I was having serious groin pain. It was just it wasn't ideal. I was able to train, I was able to tough through it, but obviously it's not ideal to go into a fight, especially against a murderer. Well, not necessarily a murderer, but a stud like Merab, an absolute machine. His nickname is the Machine for a reason." O'Malley added, "All my journal entries were just updates on my groin. My groin feels decent today, blah blah blah. My groin hurts real bad today. I was thinking about how good I feel right now. I don't want to jinx it, but dude, if I can keep this pace up, if we can keep training like this all the way up to the fight, I'm going to be 70% better than I was in that first fight. I'll be significantly more mobile, more agile, in better shape. I'll be able to fight at my full potential." He concluded, "I was actually happy with how I was able to perform considering how I felt. It wasn't ideal. I didn't win, but I also think I wasn't supposed to win. This rematch was destined to happen." Let's move on to another major story making headlines in the MMA world. Colby Covington versus Sean Strickland. Yeah, this one's heating up fast. Colby Covington has now gone on record saying he's more than willing to fight Sean Strickland. The tension between these two has been building for a while, with plenty of back and forth jabs over the past few months. But things just took a sharp turn after Sean Strickland called Colby a fraud. And not just once, but repeatedly, and in the most brutal way possible. In a recent interview with ESPN, Strickland did not hold back. He said, "Yeah, unlike Colby Covington, the fraudulent man himself, he's just fraudulent. I think to be a UFC fighter, you gotta have some entertainment value. I get it. The WWE style promos, the trash talk, it's all part of the game, but at the core of it, your character should be rooted in authenticity. And Colby, he's just a fictional persona. He's created this weird gimmick, this awkward MAGA character who tries way too hard to be controversial." Then Strickland dropped a savage line. "When he's not trying to fall on Trumps, it's the most cringeworthy thing ever. It's so bad. Even Trump left the arena while Colby was giving his speech. It's like watching the ugly girl get rejected at a party. You feel bad for the guy at this point. But hey, don't worry, Colby. Trump knows your name." Yikes. That one definitely left a mark. But of course, Colby Covington didn't stay silent for long. Speaking to Submission Radio, Colby fired back with confidence. "Oh, absolutely. It's an interesting fight," Colby said. "I like that fight. I don't see any danger out of him. He's not a knockout artist. He's just a cardio kickboxer. He comes forward, sure, but I'll put him on his ass and I'll match his pace all day long. If that's what the UFC wants, I'd even be willing to go up to middleweight to make it happen." So now the question is, will the UFC book it? Strickland versus Covington could be one of the most chaotic matchups in recent memory. Trash talk, fireworks, and maybe even a brawl at the press conference. But what do you think? Would Colby's wrestling neutralize Sean's pressure? Or would Strickland walk him down like he did Izzy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. Alright, moving on to another great moment in the world of MMA. Former UFC middleweight champion Robert Whittaker has nothing but pure praise for Dustin Poirier and his absolutely savage fight resume. Speaking on his MMA Arcade podcast, Whittaker went off about how insane the lightweight division is right now, calling it quite literally death row. And honestly, he's got a point. Whittaker started off by saying, "I think the lightweight division is the most exciting right now. I don't disagree, man. I think it's wicked. It's just death row." He then went on to describe just how brutal and stacked the division is, especially when you take a close look at Dustin Poirier's fight record over the years. You know what I saw? I was looking at Dustin Poirier's fight record. It's wild. So good, man. It's wild. It's so good to see. And he's absolutely right. Think about it. Dustin Poirier's been in non-stop wars for over a decade. He's faced legends like Max Holloway, Justin Gaethje, Eddie Alvarez, Dan Hooker, Conor McGregor, and Charles Oliveira, just to name a few. The guy hasn't had an easy fight in years. It's just one elite name after another. Whittaker emphasized this when he said, "It's just death row in the lightweight division right now. That top 5, dude, that guard up there right now is just killers." From top to bottom, the lightweight rankings are filled with absolute monsters. You've got Islam Makhachev dominating with sambo pressure, Charles Oliveira with his aggressive jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, Justin Gaethje with his terrifying leg kicks and pressure, Arman Tsarukyan rising through the ranks, and Dustin Poirier, the proven veteran who's fought them all. And what makes Poirier's run even crazier is the fact that he's never backed down. Win or lose, he's always taken the toughest matchups, even when it wasn't the smartest move career-wise. He's a fighter's fighter, the kind of guy who earns respect from legends like Whittaker because of his grit, skill, and consistency. So what do you think? Is Poirier's resume the toughest in the UFC? Does anyone else even come close? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates from across the MMA world. Next up, let's talk about a moment that had MMA fans buzzing for years. And now it's finally been confirmed. Khamzat Chimaev has officially broken his silence about the time he allegedly flew to Ireland in pursuit of Conor McGregor. Yep, that story you might have heard floating around online. Turns out it's real, and now we finally know what really happened. For context, this all dates back to the intense rivalry between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. During that heated buildup, Conor posted a picture after dropping a Chechen fighter during a sparring session, someone who happened to be one of Chimaev's compatriots. That's when the rumors started. People said Chimaev was flying to Ireland to train with Conor for his upcoming fight against Khabib, but in a recent interview with Makhachev, Chimaev revealed that the truth was very different. "I just saw one of our guys, my compatriot. Conor dropped him in sparring and posted a picture," Chimaev said. "My friends told me to spar with him, so I flew over there. I wanted to squash him." Let that sink in. Khamzat wasn't going to help McGregor. He was going to settle a score. Some people probably thought that I wanted to go there to help him prepare against Khabib, but I didn't, Chimaev explained. "I wanted to get back at McGregor for a number of reasons. Not just for Khabib, but for our pride, our dignity, for all of us. If I didn't manage to hit him, I'd throw some object if there was a group of them. It was personal. This wasn't about fight promotion or clout. This was about honor." But before any of that could happen, Chimaev says the plan was shut down before it even got started. "When he landed in Ireland, airport authorities detained him. When I arrived in Ireland, they stopped me. The police took me and sent me back to Sweden," he said. So, no gym showdown, no brawl, and definitely no sparring session with McGregor. Just one of the craziest what-if moments in MMA history. As of now, there's no public response from Conor McGregor, but knowing how vocal Conor is, and how he never backs down from a narrative, don't be surprised if he fires back soon. What do you guys think would have happened if Khamzat made it through that airport? Drop your thoughts below. Now, let's dive into some breaking news that could truly change the future of the UFC as we know it. UFC President Dana White has just announced a game-changing partnership with Meta, the tech giant behind Facebook, Instagram, and some of the world's most advanced AI technologies. This multi-year deal is expected to revolutionize the way fans engage with the sport, and at the heart of it all, an AI-powered fighter ranking system that will officially debut later this year. Yes, you heard that right. For decades, fighter rankings in the UFC have been a hot topic of debate. Many fans and fighters alike have criticized the system for being too subjective, with media members determining who gets ranked, and in many cases it's felt more like a popularity contest than a reflection of actual performance. But according to Dana White, that's about to change. Drastically. "We're going to do things with Meta that will blow fans away," Dana said. "The next few years, it's going to be an absolute game changer. The upcoming AI-powered ranking system will analyze real fight data, striking accuracy, takedowns, control time, damage dealt, and more. to determine objective rankings. This could completely transform matchmaking, fighter pay structures, and even title contention. Fighters who've consistently performed well but haven't gotten the spotlight they deserve may finally get their moment thanks to an algorithm that values facts over hype. No more being skipped in line because you're not marketable enough. If the data supports your case, you'll be moving up. On top of that, this system offers something fans have long asked for: transparency. Why did a certain fighter get a title shot? Why was a specific matchup made? Now, thanks to Meta's technology, you'll actually be able to see the metrics behind those decisions. But that's not all. Meta's cutting-edge AI glasses and immersive tools will also be used to capture exclusive content, offering fans behind-the-scenes access and first-person perspectives like never before. Whether it's training footage, locker room moments, or live walkouts, fans will get a closer than ever view of the UFC world. This move signals a major shift, not just in sports entertainment, but in how technology and combat sports collide. With AI now entering the octagon, the future of MMA is looking more interactive, immersive, and intelligent than ever. What do you think about the UFC using AI to rank fighters? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Next up, Islam Makhachev's move to welterweight just got a whole lot more real, and fans are buzzing. In a recent episode of the Weighing In podcast, Makhachev's close friend and longtime teammate Josh Thompson dropped a major hint that could shake up two entire divisions. According to Thompson, there's a very real possibility that Islam might vacate the lightweight title and move up to 170 pounds. This isn't just speculation anymore. It's starting to feel like a calculated next step. Thompson explained that Islam is growing increasingly frustrated with fighting featherweights who move up to challenge him. Fighters like Alexander Volkanovski and now Ilia Topuria are dominating the lightweight title conversations, despite Islam already proving himself at the top of the division. Islam's sick of fighting featherweights, Thompson said. He wants real challenges. He's done enough at 155. It's time. One major factor in this situation is Ilia Topuria. After knocking out Volkanovski and becoming the new featherweight king, Topuria has made it crystal clear that he wants a shot at Makhachev, regardless of who's champion. In fact, he went as far as to say that the UFC promised him a title fight no matter what. Josh praised Topuria's move, calling it a masterclass in negotiation. By going public with that statement, Topuria put pressure on the UFC. If they don't follow through on the promise, they risk looking untrustworthy. That's how you do it, Josh said. You back the UFC into a corner. Now, if they change the plan, it makes them look bad. Smart move by Ilia. But for Islam's team, fighting featherweights isn't appealing anymore. Not when he's already defended his title against the best, including a dominant win over Volkanovski. Makhachev is now seeking new mountains to climb, and that may lead him straight to welterweight, where tougher, bigger opponents await. One of the most talked about potential fights? A matchup with Bilal Muhammad. Even though the two are friends, Makhachev's team has made it clear. Glory comes before friendship. If it means becoming a two-division champion, Islam is ready to take that path. If Makhachev does vacate the lightweight title, the UFC could pivot to Arman Tsarukyan versus Ilia Topuria for the vacant 155-pound belt. A massive showdown between rising stars. Big decisions ahead. Is it time for Islam to move up? Or does he still have unfinished business at lightweight? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And finally, let's wrap up with one of the funniest and most unexpected moments from the MMA world this week. Justin Gaethje dismissing Conor McGregor in the middle of a phone call. And it was caught live during a podcast. While recording a recent episode with former UFC fighter Ben Askren, the crew decided to randomly call Justin Gaethje and ask him one of the most outrageous fan-submitted questions. Could Conor McGregor become president of Ireland? Gaethje's response? Classic Gaethje, blunt, no nonsense, and absolutely hilarious. Without missing a beat, Justin snapped back, "Daniel, stop calling me with this dumb BS." He continued, slightly annoyed but laughing, saying, "I was calling you before I started, and then Ben and I started talking about fighting. I figured I'd answer. But seriously, is he gonna be president of Ireland? What kind of question is that? Terrible question." The whole podcast crew burst into laughter, clearly loving the energy Gaethje brought to the call. But it didn't stop there. Ben followed up with another tongue-in-cheek question, asking Justin if he'd personally be okay living in a country where McGregor was in charge. Once again, Justin delivered with his signature rawness. "I don't know about Ireland, Ben, and I don't care. This is Justin's baby. America, baby." It was a quick moment, but it perfectly captured the type of personality that's made Justin Gaethje one of the most beloved and entertaining fighters in the sport. both inside the octagon and out. Gaethje, who's known for his brutal fight style and warlike performances, is also someone who never holds back his opinions, especially when it comes to Conor McGregor. The two have traded shots publicly in the past, but Gaethje has always made it clear that he's not a fan of the drama that often surrounds McGregor's persona. The idea of Conor running for president of Ireland? For Justin, it's not even worth entertaining, and fans absolutely ate up the moment online. Clips of the phone call quickly went viral, with fans praising Gaethje's realness and humor. And that wraps it up for today's MMA news. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of Fight World drama, laughs, and breaking stories. See you in the next one.